guys are fans of the movie Almost Famous, right?
Yeah.
So there's one line in there when the singer talks about rock and roll, and he says, rock and roll can save the world.
Yeah.
And I know, I mean, it sounds kind of silly, and you think about a sentence like that, but then sometimes you go to a venue and you see the energy that the crowd has, and you see them tapping into a part of themselves that they usually don't have access to.
Yeah.
And you start to think, okay, well, maybe I see where he's going with
Yeah.
that. That is a different world right there.
Yeah, it's a bit transcendent, you know, at the risk of sounding pretentious, but when the moment strikes, there is nothing better than that, you know, for the audience and for the band. And that's what keeps people coming back. You know, it's that sort of teetering on the brink of what if. Like, that's why I don't like the cookie cutter shows that some bands put on, because it's the risk of it all that appeals to me. You know, like, is he gonna get that? Is the singer gonna get that note? Is the guitar player gonna fall over? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
is the drummer gonna make it? Like, and then when it finally clicks and happens, then it is magic. You know, and it's not predictable. You can't really put a, you know, you can't say when and where it's gonna happen. That's the magic of live music. And that's what keeps us coming back, and I think that's what keeps our fans coming back to it. And I know that's what keeps the Stones coming back, because they have, one of the reasons they have to keep doing it. You know what I mean? That's the magic of live music, and I don't know if rock can save the world like the way Bill and Ted thought it could,
Yeah.
but I think it can certainly make your week, make your night.
Who's the greatest band of all time to you personally?
The Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
No doubt, easy to say.
No doubt, yeah.
Can you look at a band and say, that those guys, they've got it. That's what I want. Can you dissect what they're doing right and try and apply it to your own band?
I don't even know if a lot of those bands knew what they were doing right. You know, a lot of it was so accidental. Like once they became aware of themselves, they started to stink a little bit. Some of them, you know. But it comes down to the magic. You know, the case of the Stones. It's everything. You know, it's Mick's charisma, it's Keith's songwriting talent, it's Charlie's drum feel. You know, and we don't want to recreate the past. And I've taken issue with being considered a classic rock band. I mean, we never set out to be that.
Right.
But we just happen to listen to good music, I guess. People have labeled us a classic rock band, but I think we're all about now. You know, that's what we want to be about.
I wonder with some of those bands, when they were younger, putting out the records that we all still listen to 20 years later, did they know it at the time? Probably not, right?
I would say definitely not.
And I wonder, sometimes when something ends, it's not until you get perspective that you can say, man, I wish I was back there right now.
Totally. I mean, they say death is a career move, or breaking up is a career move. You know, that's when people start to look back and go, damn, I miss them.
Yeah.
But
are you feeling like right now you're living it and you're conscious of what's going on?
Well, if anything, I think that what you just said was, you know, because if the Stones had known that they were making music that was going to be listened to, you know, in 60 years or 50 years, then they probably would have been a lot more freaked out by it.
Yeah,
and they probably wouldn't have done as good a job. And same with like the Zeppelin records and the Beatles records and the Faces records and the band, you know, all these bands that we worship now. They had no idea that what they were doing had so much significance and so much weight to it. And I think that made the music better. If anything, people are a little too aware of themselves now, to the point where they're spending 4 or 5 years making a record. I got a lot of attitude.
I know, eh?
You know, there's people that are spending 4 or 5 years making records, you know, and like, you know, sitting around, you know, fuming about their own genius.
Yeah.
You know, when it usually isn't there anymore. You know what I mean? So I think you work, you go while the going's good. You make your records, you play your shows, and you think about it after.
Awesome. Thank you so much, you guys. Really appreciate it. Congratulations on the new
Cheers.
record.
Thanks, man.
Hey,
What's up?
Hey, what's up?
Are you ready for it?
We're from Anti-Flag.
Corn. I'm Chris Cornell.
Blue October.
From Buck Cherry.
Howie D of the Backstreet Boys.
Everclear.
We're Sparta.
Fall Out Boy.
And you are watching the Adlercast.
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 The Adlercast. Adlercast.
Adlercast.
And you are watching the Adler Cast.
Peace out.